Hey everybody, King Machin here bringing you another video on Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And today I'm going to show you how to make a better Frieza race. I guess we should start out by clearing some room. Sorry Eric, you should have respected my authority. So, scroll over to Frieza Race, fast speed below attack can paralyze enemies with Ki Blasts, speed bonus when HP is low. And really, the only important thing you need to know about this is, on appearance, make sure your height is the second tallest. Because height affects both your speed and your health. You want to have as much health as possible, but still have a slight speed advantage. And for body type, just make sure that's maxed out. Meet Hailza, a future descendant of Cooler 3 generations into the future. So first thing you want to do is go to change equipment. And really all you need is 2 pieces of Berserker suit, which gives you health, basic, and strike. And 2 pieces of Ultimate F suit, Time Patroller suit, Bardock suit, or Broly suit, which all of them give you stamina, basic attack, and strike. So yeah, just make sure you have 2 of each. And I guess the accessory really doesn't matter. But this is what you want your character to look like. As far as the Z-Soul goes, use something that's familiar to you. Preferably use something that will upgrade your strike and your basic attack. I would recommend using the best Z-Soul for Frieza Race, which I'll leave a link to that in the description, or you can check out my other video. And for attacks, you want Gigantic Omega because it follows your opponent. You'll want Pearl Flash because it's chargeable, and you could time it right. Evil Rise because so many people use back kick and Shining Slash, so that kind of counters it. And I'm just using After Image for my last super attack just so I don't have to waste stamina. And ultimate attack I using Unlock Potential, Spirit Sword, and I'd recommend Angry Shout or Absolute Zero for the passive. I brought Frieza here just because well, he has higher stats, he's already leveled out. And I want to show you my best preset in all of Xenoverse. It's my champion build that only like 1% of players can beat. Here it is, right here. Take a good look at this, screenshot it if you have to. This is the best preset I have in Xenoverse. And what's kind of funny is I actually have a preset made. Here, I'll show you one more time. I actually have a preset made for any type of fighter in Xenoverse. So I have one for Majins, one for Namekians. I'll show you all about that in the next video, but take a screenshot of this if you want. This one has Death Meteor because what's really great about Death Meteor is so many people try to block it, and I mean the move is almost unblockable. Most people who have been playing this for a while run away, but it's pretty funny how many people try to block this and take the full damage, or it'll just take away all of their stamina. So Death Meteor is a great move to have. And stats. Here are the stats that I have for my character. 100 health and 100 strike are the only 2 most important things. I chose 100 stamina. Actually, not at first. That's actually relatively recently. But before this, I actually had 100 basic rather than 100 stamina. And what I found out later, actually from a friend, is that increasing your basic attack all the way to 100 only increases it by 1/3. So you're already using 66% of your power. You can choose to do that if you want. It'll give you a better intake on how to evade. Keep in mind, if you do pick Frieza Race, you want to use speed and offense together. You do not want to be a defensive fighter if you use Frieza Race. Don't stand in the back and block, or better still, let your Z-Soul block like everybody else. I can't tell you how many people in Xenoverse do that. Everybody is the same. Well, look, this guy's no different. His Z-Soul is preventing me from doing any damage. It's auto block. So I'm just gonna grab him, make his Z-Soul worthless. Let's grab him again, make his Z-Soul worthless. There you go. This guy just proved my point. Everybody is a defensive fighter in Xenoverse, so you know what? I like to prove just how good of a defensive fighter you are. Check out this move right here. Pearl Flash and Gigantic Omega to their back. That works on even the most OP fighters in Xenoverse. That is a great strike combo. It's quick, it's easy to use, and I guarantee you it'll hit them every time. Not too many people can get out of it just because the attack is so fast. If you see somebody use Super Kamehameha, learn how to auto-block that because it restores all of your ki. And really, Super Kamehameha is one of the easiest ultimates to block in Xenoverse. Okay, I'm going to leave a link to how to use the infinite combo in the description below, but essentially it's square 5 times, triangle 2 times, and then block, and then repeat the process over and over. But I'll leave a link for that in the description below. A couple quick tips for using Frieza Rays. 1, make sure when you fight you use your character offensively rather than defensively. That being said, you're using Frieza Rays, you have a speed boost over all of your opponents. You want to use it, make sure you fight offensively, and I promise you, you'll win a lot more matches. Tip 2, you want to use strike skills and basic combos kind of together. I can't tell you how many people just use basic attacks. I mean, I understand if you have 100 health, 100 basic, and 100 stamina, but keep in mind you have 100 strike. You should definitely take advantage of that and use it. Use strike skills at the end of your combos or just in the middle of your fights. Tip 3, when you do use your strike skills, make sure you use more supers than ultimates. Your ultimates take 3 bars of ki. Most ultimates your opponents can just hit you out of or block. Like Victory Rush, all your opponent has to do is block and the move won't work at all. Instead of using, say, you know, maybe 3 Evil Rises and taking off about half of his health. Just remember the mathematics, you know, which one is going to do more damage? 3 strike supers or 1 ultimate? I mean, they're probably pretty close, or I'd say supers would be more. So let's move on to the next fight. Oh yeah, tip 4. You kind of want to change your fighting style against certain opponents in battle if you have to. I'll explain that later on. I'll probably find some opponent here where that will have to be done. Okay, so let's pick my build. I'll talk about all these other builds in my next video. The other presets I have here, it's just fighting other races, such as Majins. Damn it, I should have used my Majin Destroyer. That's okay. I can beat Dumpling. Dumpling is nothing to Freezer. See that? That's the jump dash I was telling you about. Evading without using stamina is great to have, but unfortunately, the Majin combos, they can follow you, and they can be pretty deadly. Oh yeah, that's weird. I'm not doing any damage to him, so he probably has some trick up his sleeve. Okay, we almost got him to low health now. Oh shit. Is he using the insanity build? Is he using my build against me? Yup, he is. God damn you. People are using my build already. Unfortunately, he's not going to beat me with my own build. When somebody doesn't stagger like that and you know they're pretty deadly, kind of keep your distance and use those medium distance strikes. That's what I like about both Pearl Flash and Gigantic Omega. Both of them are sort of medium distance and you can hit your opponents. And look at that, 51 seconds. And you've seen that I was more on the attack than he was in that match. I was attacking him more than he was attacking me. So that's how you want to fight. You just want to keep attacking your opponent because I mean, your opponent won't be able to guard in time, and it's just a great strategy in combat, especially when you're using Frieza Race. So let's see how Asher can do against the power of Freezer. And it looks like we have another Frieza Race. These battles can get pretty crazy. Okay, let's freeze him. If you don't know how to use a freeze attack and make it follow your opponent, all you have to do is kind of fly sideways and push circle, and your ki blast will follow your opponent. See, I can't get him in the infinite combo right now. He has too much stamina. There we go. You hit him up like that, and yeah, see. Sometimes it does glitch when you uppercut your opponent to the ceiling. But again, I'll leave the video on infinite combos in the description below. What's up? Now that you know offense for Frieza Race, I'm going to quickly show you how to use defense for Frieza Race. There are 4 things you can do. 1, you can use Phantom Fist. 2, you can use Jump Dash. 3, you can use Back Punch, which doesn't always work. Or 4, you can just back away from your opponent. All you need to do to back away from your opponent is hold X and hold toggle away from your opponent simultaneously. I'll show you what that looks like now. There it is. See, he was about to attack me and I just backed away from him. Here, I'll show you one more time now. See, I just back away from him and I don't get hurt. That will work every single time, and you'll see a lot of female Earthlings use it. There I go again. See, he's using Super Ghost Kamikaze, but if he used a basic attack combo, that wouldn't have worked because I would have backed away from this attack. So really, that's all there is to using defense for Frieza Race. Okay, so this is going to be my last fight for the video. One last thing I forgot to tell you is how to back punch. It's simply triangle and toggle backward, or you can charge it by holding triangle, but that move doesn't always hit. So that's why I don't use it too much. And oh shit, she has more points in ranked matches than I do. But just because she has more experience doesn't mean she can win. This is Freezer we're talking about, and oh shit, I think she might have faster recovery than me. Oh yeah, she does. She's an Earthling. Okay, just because she has more experience and faster recovery than I do doesn't mean she can win. And wait, is she faster? Is she faster than me? Oh shit, she's faster than me. Okay, just because she has faster speed, faster recovery, and more experience doesn't mean she can win. This is Freezer we're talking about. The strongest Frieza Race. You think you can win, woman? I don't think so. God damn it, stop death beaming me to the face. That's my job. That attack belongs to my race. What the hell do you think you're doing? Oh god. She's taking our race's attacks and using them against us. Take this. Damn it! Man, she loves to jump, doesn't she? It looks like we're about even right now. And looks like we're not even now. Get over here, woman! Jesus. Wonder what her stats are. And it looks like we're about even again, and man, she's all over the place. See, this is the kind of opponent I was talking about earlier. Whenever you see an opponent like this, you gotta strategize differently. Sometimes when you fight OP players, you gotta change your fighting style to catch them off guard and defeat them. Oh man, my Z-Soul is about to activate. The second my Z-Soul activates, round 2 has started. When round 2 starts, it gets really nasty. But I can tell you already, if she has less than half of her health still left, my Z-Soul will be enough to beat her. So I've already won. I can guarantee you that now. As soon as you see my Z-Soul activate, watch what happens. There it is! She's dead. She's dead. Sorry, lady. What did I tell you? Pearl Flash and Gigantic Omega work every freaking time. It always catches your opponent off guard. I don't care if you're OP or not. That always works. You know, I can't think of a single time that has ever failed me. I remember somebody was able to block Pearl Flash once, and then I got hit him with Gigantic Omega. So I still count that. So that's going to be my video. Hope you enjoyed. For more OP builds on Majins and Frieza Race, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out next week's video. Until then, Obama out.